Ahoy! And jolly Friday, me mates and fellow Pastafarians. Today we gather round the great pot to celebrate a feast most dear to our saucy hearts, Eccentricity Appreciation Day. Now some might say, why should we celebrate the eccentric? Are they not merely the broken noodles, the odd meatballs, the pirates who wear two different boots? But I say unto ye, those very crooked noodles are the ones that make the stew divine. Let us first give ear to the philosopher, John Stuart Mill, a man who surely had the flying spaghetti monster's colander balanced upon his brow, though history failed to record it. In his scroll on liberty, Mill warned that when society smothers eccentricity, it smothers life itself. He wrote, quote, "The worth of a civilization is measured by its eccentricity." Mill knew that if every noodle were forced to be straight and bland, the meal of humanity would become tasteless gruel. He called eccentricity the safeguard of freedom, a defense against tyranny, a seasoning against stagnation. So when we wear our colanders and tricorns proudly in the marketplace, when we speak in pirate tongues at town council meetings, when we turn the ordinary Friday into a feast of noodles, we are not being foolish. Nay, we are defending the very vitality of civilization, as Mill himself commanded. But let us not forget the thunderous pirate Friedrich Nietzsche. He of the mighty mustache. He bellowed across the seas, quote, "One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star," unquote. What be chaos but the boiling water of existence? Without chaos, there is no steam, no sauce, no noodles rising. Nietzsche saw conformity as the chains of the herd. He warned that if ye try to be like every other landlubber, ye will lose your soul, your spice, your starry sauce. To Nietzsche, eccentricity is not a choice but a duty. It is the very act of creation, the noodle refusing to lie flat. When ye take the crooked path, when ye live as a pirate, poet, or prophet of pasta, ye affirm life itself. And the FSM in his saucy wisdom smiles and says, "Yea, boil wildly, my children, and splash sauce upon the decks." Yet what of Michael Foucault, the cunning philosopher who studied the prisons, the asylums, and the dreary schools where landlubbers lock away the spicy souls? He warned us that normalcy is not truth, but power. The world declares what is normal only to keep us obedient. Foucault teaches us those who call you eccentric are really saying you are free, and that frightens us. The flying spaghetti monster knows this, for was it not his divine pirates who were called heretics, madmen, and fools? Yet it was the pirates who lived closest to sauce and sky, while the respectable folk chained themselves to desks and dullness. So, when ye celebrate your oddities, ye do more than bring joy. Ye resist the empire of blandness. Every mismatched sock, every odd laugh, every colander on a pirate's head is a rebellion against the chains of conformity. Foucault himself would raise his mug to that. And finally, we turn to Albert Camus, the Frenchman who stared at life's absurdity and shrugged, then poured sauce upon it. Camus told us that existence is absurd, like a meatball rolling endlessly off the table. But he taught we must not despair. Nay, we must laugh and embrace the absurdity with joy. Camus declared, quote, "The struggle itself is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy," unquote. And what better image of Sisyphus than a pirate forever stirring a pot of pasta that always boils over. The task is endless, yes, but it is joyful, if ye season it with grog and with laughter. So, Camus would tell us, don't curse your eccentricities. Don't mourn the absurd noodle that refuses to twirl on your fork. Rejoice, for the very absurdity of life is proof that we must live it fully, eccentrically, and with a grin beneath our colander. So now, beloved Pastafarians, ye see, from Mill we learn that eccentricity safeguards freedom. From Nietzsche, we learn that eccentricity is creation and chaos. From Foucault, we learn that eccentricity resists the chains of power. From Camus, we learn that eccentricity is the only sane response to absurdity. Together, they proclaim the same message as the flying spaghetti monster himself. Blessed be the weird, the wild, and the wonderfully soft, for theirs is the kingdom of the colander, now and forever. So, I charge ye this day, water ye quirks boldly, celebrate your oddities shamelessly, raise your forks on high in joyful defiance, for it is in our eccentricity that we are most free, most alive, and most tangled in the noodly appendages. And now let us all, with one voice, strong enough to shake the taverns and echo across the seas, run! 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 Now, let us pray. Our noodly lord, who art in the colander, al dente be thy noodles. Thy sauce be yum, thy blood be rum, with meat as it is with vegetables. Give us this day our garlic bread, and forgive us our cussing, as we forgive those who cuss against us. And lead us not into ketoism, but deliver us some carbs. For thine are the meatballs, and the noodles, and the grog, whenever and ever. Ramen. Aye, aye, and goodbye.